for real, this next pass, we will time it just for you. I keep saying that, and we keep being distracted or interrupted or having to end the stream. Yeah, we will count. We will figure this out. I'm sorry, you are so patient. Stationary in our grain cart here. I mean, go ahead and get backed up. I will say though, every row or every pass, every field is different. So when we count, it's only going to be for this field. It's not every field thing, if that makes sense. So we got a lot of shorter fields, we got longer fields. So, but this will give you a general idea. Sunny kid. Yeah, we work early and late, man. Usually up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Get going on the combine about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And go till about 11 o'clock at night. We can get home, get showered, get in bed around midnight or so, and wake up and do it again. Early morning and early night. Alright, early morning and late night. Yes, sir. So this is field corn. Most of it's going to go to the ethanol plant, about 20 miles north of us. And then some of it's going to go to a pork producer, local. Pork producer. What's up, Tim? Welcome back, man. Dude, you're like my most diligent follower. Every time I'm streaming, you're in here, dude. I appreciate it. So, respect to you. Shoot, if anybody knows about hard work, it's you. Hard work and perseverance. Doing what you have to do, you know, for the ones you love. I don't know. You're honestly, even after we chatted, you know, about your wife and everything, like I don't know. I kept reflecting on it throughout the night. Just I don't know. I gotta figure out where they parked that other grain cart so I don't back into it. I have no idea where they parked it. I don't like that. I completely dropped service on my phone. I just kind of... My data automatically just went out randomly. Yep, we're back. It says there's only two of you in here now. Fox Paws, are you still in here? We're coming up to the end of the field here. Am I really? I'm still glitching just even now? Not yet. We're coming up. You see the lights there? That's the end of the field. That's the semi. So when we get there, we'll go ahead and start counting. no idea what's been going on, but we're back. All right, I was gonna start a new stream. My app crashed and everything. I completely lost, but I don't know. So, Fox Pause for you. I will performance monitor. So here's our feet. So I'll measure our feet across the field. Reset that. So we're at 0 feet right now. Okay, so reset that. Oh, and it's right here too, 0 feet. And we are at 8 minutes. All right, what should we wait till? At 8 minutes and 30 seconds, we'll take off across the field. Alright, engines are a go. Here we go. 8:30. Alright. Let's time this pass, see how long it takes us to get across the field. The only thing is, you have to decide, because I have to stop halfway across and dump stationary. So you have to decide if you're going to count that in the time, or if you're going to hit the pause button on the timer and resume it once I start up again. Yeah, so I don't know why, but the YouTube app crashed. So I shut it down and I turned my phone off, turned it back on, started YouTube up, and it just was like, hey, you were streaming, you want to keep streaming? I'm like, yeah, sure. I was going to start a new one, but let's just go with the old one. So, for those of you who are just coming in, we are timing how long it takes me to drive across the cornfield, as well as measuring the distance. I mean, it's not, we could easily go to Google Earth or whatever and just, measure it. Or whatever. But we're having fun, so. Annabelle, welcome back. You're like Will during planting season. Every time I was out planting this spring, Will was hanging out with me on live stream, doing his homework. Oh man, Fox Pause. The app just crashed. We still have our distance, but with the app crashing, that I was using the timer on the stream, and I thought we started at 8 minutes and 30 seconds, but now we're at 7 minutes and 45 seconds. You're gonna have to start your own timer. That's what you're gonna have to do. We're gonna at least get the feet down. So, I'm trying my best. Alright, we gotta stop at this grain cart up here. With Theo. I am hungry. And I already ate all my kids' Halloween candy, so I don't know what to have now. I have an apple, but I ate too much candy, I don't want an apple. I'll grow up. Today's not that day. Alright. We're far enough past that grain cart. We're gonna go ahead and back up. Oh, check that out, we're full. Alright, just gonna make sure I'm not gonna back into it. Yeah, all kinds of room. Okay, alright. we are at basically 1,300 feet is where we were when we, because we're not going to count the feet that it takes to get to the grain cart. So 1,300 feet. Whatever. I gotta scooch over here. It's way too close. I can't get far enough away. The arm on this is way too long for, I mean, it's a good length, but when they park the grain cart, we're good. Yeah, I'm 6:38 right now, so I'm an hour off. Oh, Severe Atrocity, you're in Maine? Check out Robert Wessels. Robert Wessels is my brother. He's running for governor for Maine for 2026. Vanguard, you're in here. Is it wesselsforgovernor.com? Is that the website? Vanguard is actually his son. So. Big howdy from Texas. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. That means a lot. Thank you. Wait until the next row there, Foxpaw. It works because of grandma? Well, what works because of grandma? For anybody wondering, Vanguard is my nephew, so when he says it works because of grandma, he's talking about my mom. His grandma, my mom. Let's see here. What is the hardest part about your job? Honestly, I would have to say finding balance with family life, right? I think that's a factor, right? Because of the time and energy it takes to farm. Because we have a farm stand as well, so between the, I don't know, my wife works a full-time job. Actually, she's part-time now. Literally just this week switched down to part-time, so that's gonna change things. But my wife was full-time, and then farming, and then we got a farm stand in town as well, and just finding the time for family in the midst of everything. Knowing how important family is, you make it happen, but that's probably the biggest. So, other than the actual business side of things, marketing your grain is the most difficult. The work is easy. I mean, you do what you gotta do, but marketing the grain market's so unpredictable. Oh, yeah, we were at 1,300 feet. Sorry there, Foxball. We were at 1,300. Or 1,900. I think it was probably about 100 feet that we could shave off for driving to the grain cart and back. So So I'd say marketing is probably the most difficult. Because when you've got really bad years, when it costs you, say, $4.40, $4.30 to produce a bushel of corn, and then you can only sell it for $4, well, you're taking a 30-cent hit, 40-cent hit on the chin on every bushel you sell, right? Like, you're literally losing money by working more than full time. And so you need to learn how to market your grain so that even in the bad years you can make ends meet, or make the most out of the good years you have so that it carries over. So I think that's probably Vanguard. Which president was it that said the farmer is the only person that buys retail, sells wholesale, and pays the shipping both ways? Like, he hit the nail on the head with that. Like, it's not easy to make money farming every year. Some years, yeah. Some years the grain market gets stupid and you can make easy money. Other years you're losing money, and so I guess you just kind of hope it all balances out in the end. Okay, I'll just call you Fox. What hours are you working? Generally 8 o'clock in the morning to about 11 o'clock at night for the last couple of weeks. Give or take an hour. Once harvest is done, that will change. That's not an all year type thing at the harvest. So our hours aren't that crazy all the time. Just when they need to be. This can sometimes planting, chisel plowing too. If we know that there's a deep freeze coming, we'll go crazy with the chisel plow. Oh, wait. Pause. Fox. We are at, we'll call it 2,900. So what, 1,300 to 2,900, so you're looking at 1,600 minus the 100 that we drove for the grain cart, so 1,500 across. And, hold up, we're gonna go ahead and start I'm gonna start a stopwatch here. Alright, stopwatch is going there, Fox. We're gonna time this one. And I've got my stopwatch going, so it's, even if the app crashes, it's not gonna throw us off. Doing this for you. I aim to please. Annabelle, did my mom convince you guys to homeschool? It's very, that's our top contender right now. That's the way we're leaning. So we'll see how it all actually plays out, but that's the way we're leaning. Am I sleeping when the track is on autopilot? I wish. No, we're not in Wisconsin, we're in Illinois here. Very close to Wisconsin, about an hour south of Wisconsin. It's all the same love, bro. Yep. Joke's on you guys. I'm actually at home right now. This is just a recording. I've got my phone set up in front of the TV. stopwatch for you, Fox. I hope that's alright. So I'll go ahead and stop it when I get to the end. You bet, man. Happy to do it. Oh, okay. Good deal. Correct. This is Illinois. Northern Illinois. DeKalb County. If you guys all want to, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Push me up in YouTube's algorithm. I appreciate it. Yep. All good. Yeah, this is one of the most soothing things on the farm, I would think. Stressful at times, but otherwise, you still have to pay attention and tweak your settings. But once you get it all dialed in, you can pretty much just cruise. The next best thing, I think, would be chisel plowing. There's just something about chisel plowing that I don't know. It's one of the most relaxing jobs until you break. And it's by far one of the worst. But that's when you call Davey in Vanguard and you say, "Hey Davey, I need you to fix the chisel plow." Will still gets blamed for everything, by the way, guys. Will's not here anymore. He left us, but he still gets blamed for everything that breaks. I just texted him the other day asking him where something was. Alright. Halt. We are full. Fox, up to you. You can stop your stopwatch if you want. I'm gonna keep mine going. To me, this is part of making a pass, so I'm gonna include it in my time. Although I'm not going to be able to fit it all in this grain cart, so I'm actually going to go over to our big cart over here. Right now in this field, we are sitting at 240 for a bushels per acre. Unless you are from the USDA, in which case we have a field that was corn on corn that did not get sprayed with fungicide, and that went for 178, and that is your number. So what is that, what's your average usually? Is 180 average, or is that pretty poor? And what do you typically get there in Kentucky? Enough that you didn't have to run it through the dryer at all? I mean, I'd rather have the yield, but it helps a little when you don't have to pay for LP. glad we're finally starting to see a little bit of a rally in this market too. Semi's back. You see him out there in the distance. I want to see like a combine NASCAR race. You know, get a bunch of combines out there on a racetrack. Do like I've seen them actually do demolition derby with combines. I think that'd be a blast to do. Ooh. Alright, we're taking off again, Fox. I've kept my stopwatch going the whole time though, so if you pause yours, you can start it up again. 20%, so you got 180 and you still had to dry it down a little bit. I know Pennsylvania had a really, really, really wet spring. Or at least, I guess maybe not the whole state, but fifth generation farmer. Or fifth gen farmer? First generation farmer. As a YouTuber that we got talking quite a bit, and he pretty much never got his crop planted. Because it's too wet. 1 second. He's from Pennsylvania. Where'd my walkie-talkie go? Where's my walkie-talkie? I hear Dad's trying to get a hold of me. I hear you, Dad. Just can't find my walkie-talkie. If I were a walkie-talkie, I would be... Somebody call it. Here it is, I found it. Ireland. Yes. I'm sorry, I had to find my walkie-talkie. What'd you say?
I said there was Roland's train.
I missed it. He said there's a train that went by. I missed our one train of the day. Ireland. I wish. I guess I can't say I wish. Alright guys, I apologize. For some reason, the YouTube app just keeps crashing. It's not me a video, it is YouTube's app. Oh! MTR. So you did corn before beans? Really? Is that normal for your area? Claire, I am in... Sorry, I'm used to... I don't know if you've ever seen Outlander. Claire. Only they're Scottish, not Irish, but... anyways. I am in Illinois. we went and visited Ireland. Oh, it's getting further and further away. I think it's probably like 6 years ago now. Doesn't seem like it was that long ago. But pre-COVID, went to Ireland and Scotland. Scotland was cool. Not gonna lie, Scotland was better. I hate to say it, but both definitely had awesome. I had a great time both places. Ireland is beautiful too. And I don't know if it's because I went and saw Scotland first. It kind of like had like the first impression type thing, and then I went to Ireland. I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool too. But did all the touristy things in Ireland. Next time I want to go, like, hang with the locals. I want to go hang out with the Irish farmer. Grow some potatoes with him. Fox. Fox, my timer was at 13 minutes for a pass, including dumping on the cart. What'd you get? I just about forgot. Jamin Nelson. Jamin your name? That's a pretty sweet name. It's a Jamin name. I appreciate you subscribing, thank you. 10 minutes and 41 seconds and 20 milliseconds. Versus my 13 minutes. So it really only took about 2 to 3 minutes for me to dump. It's not bad. We are farming in Illinois, about an hour west of Chicago. Averaging 240 bushels an acre. Thank you, Stocks, I saw that. 10 minutes and 41 seconds and 20 milliseconds. Way better than mowing. It's like mowing, but you get paid for it. The only thing is, after going back and forth in a field all day long, the last thing I want to do when I go home is mow my lawn. Oh, we got another person from Ireland. Hi, we've got Andy from Ireland. How much am I butchering that accent? That's pretty bad. Nice, look at the Irish. Thank you, Box. Yeah, I'm with you. I do enjoy snowblowing. What I enjoy more than snowblowing, though, is not snowblowing. But I would rather snowblow than mow. Wisconsin or Minnesota, which is worse? Oh. In what regard? I kind of like both. Between Minnesota and Wisconsin, I would say Illinois is worse. Minnesota and Wisconsin, they both have absolutely beautiful places to visit. Wisconsin's got New Glarus. Okay. We're not going to be able to empty out on this cart. We're going to put what we can in it, and I guess we're going to keep going and see if we can make it back. Davey, are you still in here? Vanguard? Are you just lurking? Just hanging out, or are you gonzo? Brilliant Farmer, my passes are, what did we say, 1,500 feet? I think that's what we said. No, it wasn't 1,500, it was, shoot, now I don't remember. Fox, help me out here, how long was our pass? Start spilling corn if I don't slow it down and change it up a little bit. My neck just. We're coming up next to the edge. Alright, and there you go. Probably put a little bit more up there. I think we made enough space so we can get down and back. One thing that TikTok has on YouTube is that TikTok's kind of like an actual social media platform, to where like what you're watching a stream or something that you're really enjoying, you can actually share it to your friends, where I don't feel like YouTube has that. I mean, you can share it to like your Facebook or to, via text or something, but TikTok actually has like that social media touch to it. I think that's one thing that they got on YouTube. Angela Smith from Wisconsin. How do you like it there in Wisconsin? Whoa, that's weird. I stopped, but I felt like I was still moving. Threw me off. Alright, so this switch here, give you guys a little lesson. This switch here is what actually turns the combine on. That's what does like the threshing and the turns the cylinder on, turns our blower fan on, turns our straw walkers on, everything. The whole combine body is run by this switch. Okay, so we turn that on. The next switch is this one that turns on your header. So I turn that on. Right now, there's no gathering chains going or anything. There's a PTO right there. So I turn the switch on, it engages that PTO, which runs the header, and it's gonna buzz at me until I throttle all the way up. Once I throttle all the way up, it shuts it off. There's your lesson in farming for the day. You can go to bed now. Or I guess if you're in Ireland, you might be. If you're in Ireland, it's what time is it there? Like 1 o'clock in the morning. Germany is here too. What's up, Germany? Do I know when I'm gonna end my stream? Not really. I got a notification that I got 20% battery left. So I'm gonna have to plug in pretty soon. I recharge my phone like 7 times a day while I'm in the cab streaming, but unless the app crashes or whatever, I'm gonna be on the combine for the next 3 hours or so, maybe 4 hours. So I'm not sure when the stream will end though. I have not decided. I usually let it go for at least an hour. After an hour, I usually take a break. Good question. I use this junky deer combine instead of a international, mainly because the closest dealers to me are Deere, and when I need to run for parts, I want to drive as close as possible. Truly, that is, I really couldn't care less what the color of my machinery is. If everything were apples to apples, I'd be a price buyer, which obviously kicks John Deere out of the picture. But with ease of access to a dealer and parts, yeah, that's pretty much why we're green here. So, that being said, we do have a parts combine parked behind the shed that we've been picking away at, which saves a lot of trips to the dealer, but the moisture, we are currently at 16% moisture, although my monitor in the cab has been running 1% high, so we're probably about 15%. I just haven't tweaked it yet. So in that 15 to 16% range, we're just throwing it in the bin. We're not drying it at all. Gonna throw it in the bin and run some air on it. Call it good. So we do have a bin that's got like 17 to 18% corn in it, which obviously, as you know, is not ideal. We're running air on it, but we're gonna get that. That's gonna be our first to go. And hopefully we don't get in trouble. We should be okay. We have a local pork producer that doesn't care terribly about moisture. He uses it fast enough that if it's above 15%, he really doesn't mind. Colorado Springs, what's up? Dude, I love, if it ain't red, leave it in the shed. If it's red, you're lucky to even get it out of the shed. I've heard of Cole the Corn Star. I've never watched any of his stuff. But Colorado, if I wasn't farming, I'd probably be living out there, somewhere around you. Something about the mountains. Who is it? I think it's John Muir that said the mountains are calling and I must go. Along those lines. I need to get my phone plugged in again. Uh-oh. We're not gonna make it. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. I'm not full until I started seeing you come over the cab. Actually, I got a camera here that's pretty handy. And I can usually go, once the camera gets covered up, like that. That's my sign. That's my sign right there. Once the camera's covered up, it, oh, yep. Once the camera's covered up, that's when you start seeing it trickle. That camera's in, like, just about the right spot. When you see the camera get covered up, you say, uh-oh. Time to drive slow. All right. We didn't even come close to making it. You know what? This is a good time to use GPS. Let's do that. Oh, put the wheel up. Oh, there we go. Except the wheels. Uh-oh. There's nowhere to put my feet. I can't put it on the wheel. So how's your guys' day? Good day today? Oh, let's see here. Where's the buggy? The buggy's up here. So we're not jumping on the go anymore. Our grain cart operator had to take off at like 6 o'clock. He's a retired guy, and we appreciate anything we get from him as far as work goes. So the grain cart's right up here. We're coming up to it. Wait, why is it coming? I'm not doing anything. Stop it. Dude, why is it raining corn still? I'm sorry. Now the key is to slow down as slow as you possibly can. And since he parked so close to the corn here, we're gonna have to jump over from the backside. I think he assumed that I was gonna make it back. So we use 2 grain carts to Scott. We use 2 grain carts when we don't have a grain cart operator, and I'll fill them both. And my dad will come back with the semi. Sorry, I did not do this the most optimal way. My dad will come back with the semi, and he'll drive. You see the truck sitting out there. You can see it shining out there. He'll drive the pickup truck out here, and he'll jump in one of the carts and take it, dump it, and then come back with the other cart and dump that one and take the semi, and we kind of have our own little system worked out here. Usually I can make it down and back. However, the last time I was over here, I was not able to empty out completely, and that's why we are in this predicament. I don't have enough clearance there, do I? No, that's definitely gonna hit. Alright, we got this. I think if I just get a little further away, I've got enough angle, enough of a pitch. Be helpful if he was just a little further away. We wouldn't have to do all this messing around. Regardless, we're good now. Easy does it. Look at that. All the clearance in the world. Dude, everybody asks if I'm seeing any deer. Everybody, that's like the #1 question. No, not really, just the one I'm in. So. We've got decent yields, Scott. Sorry, I'm catching up on the messages here. We're at 240 average right now. Yeah, Fox is pretty windy. It was really windy here now, today. Right now, it doesn't look like it's too bad outside. We are in northern Illinois. Auburn, is that where your college is located, Annabelle? Oh, Annabelle's gone. I'm just catching up on chats. Okay. Ontario, eh? I've been to Ontario a few times. Most recent was back in 2011. It's been a minute. We canoed the English River in Ontario. It was like an 18-day canoe trip in the backcountry. It was a beautiful area. Isn't it wild, Phil? Sitting in a bathtub watching somebody watching somebody farm on your phone all the way across the world. FC's back! Alright, we can get the stream started. FC's here, guys. What happens if you lose too much corn off the top of the roof? Any corn, I guess, is too much corn, in theory. If I lose a bushel of corn, that's about the equivalent of $4.50, give or take, depending on what the market's doing. So, I can lose quite a bit of corn. But, do I want to lose any? No, I don't. Nothing is gonna happen other than it's just corn that I won't be able to sell. So that's about it. It will probably grow next year maybe and be volunteer corn in my soybeans that I'll have to end up killing off. Or I can just let it grow, make some corn, and then I can combine it with my soybeans and I can get paid $10, $11 for my corn. Now we're thinking. Man, your field has a lot of volunteer corn. Yeah, dude, FC, I remember you. You don't need to yell, though. Let it grow. Germany, my bathtub bather. Yeah, it would be like throwing money away, absolutely. Depending on how much, like the little bit that you saw trickling off the roof, I mean, we're talking probably pennies for a few kernels. You still don't want to do it. Maybe not pennies. Maybe like a nickel. I have no idea. But you still don't want to do it. And we're back. Oh, there's some more. And they call that cab corn. Alright. Here we go. Kick it on. Don't do it. No, nobody started singing Frozen in here. Please. This is a farmer live stream. We ain't singing no Frozen. Let it grow. Let it grow. I feel like I am the only person in the world that thinks that Frozen is way overhyped, overrated. I got about halfway through the movie and I shut it off. I'm not anti-Disney movies. Like putting my man card at risk here. You know, like I enjoy like Tangled and other Disney movies. You know, Tangled. You know, it's a pretty cool movie, guys. Don't give me some slack here. But Frozen, I just could not do it. I could not do it. And the obsession is unreal. Alright, Fox. Thanks for hanging out. I'm glad that you have to go before I shut the stream off. I didn't want to leave you hanging high and dry. But thanks for hanging out. Catch you on the flippity flip. What's up, Larson? Welcome back. Scott Gould. How many acres? How many acres are left? We got about 34 left in this field, give or take, and then another 25 acres in a different field, and then we'll be done. Oh, I just got a row that plugged up here. Let's see if we can kick it in. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Work it in. Alright, we're gonna have to reverse it. Put my foot down, flip it, and reverse it. There we go. Alright, we're good. Alright. Yeah, FC. The other night, we got up to 1,100 in the chat, which is the highest I've ever had it. I was blown away. It was for real. YouTube was smiling down upon me that day. I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and empty out here. That way we can make it down and back. Now we don't have to dump from the side or from behind. Yep. We got a grain cart, just not an operator. No grain cart operators at night. Whiskey. Oh, livestock feed. Whiskey. Yeah, dude. Just north of us a little bit, one of my neighbor farmers, actually, they've got a full-blown distillery. They make great whiskey there. Whiskey Acres, check them out. Our viewers are slowly dwindling. Time for a resurgence. I don't know how to make that happen, but it's getting cold in here. There must be some toros in the atmosphere. Speaking of movies that I should have known, that one comes from Bring It On. I have one of those minds that I hear a song. Yeah, dude, Whiskey Acres. You didn't miss too much. The fun is still to come. I have one of those minds that I watch a movie or a show and I can quote it from beginning to end after seeing it once. It's like one of the most useless talents because it doesn't apply to real life. Like, you would think that it would work for, you know, when I'm in school for like lectures and tests and stuff like that. No, all that information gone, lost forever, never to be seen again. But you know I can quote Dumb and Dumber word for word from start to finish. Or Tommy Boy. Major League, I've actually never seen it. I'll have to check it out. Like 90s or early 2000s. probably another 10 minutes or so, then I'll probably take a break. I'll stream for an hour, so I usually let it go for about an hour and then I take a break. But I'll be out here for another 2.5, 3 hours. So I'll probably stream at least one more time tonight. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, then come back later. Or no. I mean, I'm sure you got other things to do than watch a farmer live stream. Don't hit the truck, Billy. Don't hit that truck. Right there's a Ford F-850. That's a gasser with a V10. Got 220,000 miles on it. If anybody wants to buy it, it's for sale. That was one of those questionable purchases. We knew the guy that was selling it, and he takes really good care of his stuff. But it was more of a luxury purchase than a we need this purchase. So I was like, should we really buy it? Yeah, let's buy it. And then we're like, yeah, we probably shouldn't have bought it. But it's been really nice to have. It's nice having a service truck. Appreciate it, Scott. Carl, it's 240 is what we're at here for the field average. I think our total farm average across the board is going to be, if I were to guess, I'd say probably 220, which is okay. I'm not going to jump up and down for 220, but I'm not going to cry either. So I'm going to cry knowing that what was potentially... We shot ourselves in the foot this year. We didn't put fungicide down on our corn ground, and I think that cost us about 50 or 60 bushels across the 100 acres that we had there. And that's going to bring our total average way down. So. We got a neighbor south of us just a little bit. His field was touching one of our fields. And he's had... He's got 2 mile passes. Like, I don't even know how he stays awake. He's combining. Like, if you're going... If I'm combining at 3 miles an hour and the pass is 2 miles... Like, if you combine at 2 miles an hour, it's going to take you... Okay, that works. The math works out. If you're combining at 4 miles an hour and it's a 2 mile pass, each pass is going to take a half hour. A half hour for a single pass at 4 miles an hour. That's ridiculous. Hello, Fox. Welcome back, Fox. Talno, welcome back to you. Larson, this is a 8-row corn head. The corn head is actually part of the reason why we upgraded our combines. We had a 9500 before this one, and we were running this exact 8-row corn head on the 9500, and it was just too much for it to handle. We had corn trailing out the back. The combine could not keep up. So we jumped up to a 9610. Gives it about 20% more capacity. I guess technically 25%. What would it be? Because you're going from 4 straw walkers to 5 straw walkers, so you're picking up 25%, right? But then if you're going from 5 down to 4, then you're losing 20%. So we picked up 25%. The math checked out. But essentially all the parts are the same between the two pent-up items. It's just whiter, not whiter. It's green, not white. Whiter. I'm whiter. The combine is whiter. I'm not going 3 miles an hour. I'm going 4. And honestly, I could probably go faster than 4. I don't know. There's something in me that's like, but I probably could. I probably should, just for the sake of productivity. I don't know. I just haven't pushed it, but maybe I should. Maybe I should. I have no green card operator to check my cops, so I'll have to jump out periodically and give it all once over. But even at 4, I feel like I'm flying. Oh dang, dude. You drove a quad track? The best is when you can drive a quad track without having to pay the bill for it. I've never driven one. I've seen them out in the field and I say, ooh, that sure is pretty. And then I continue on to my rust bucket. That'd be a lot of fun to drive. Case, I am in northern Illinois. Do I think the taxes should be cut for farmers? I don't know if that's the answer. I really don't. I think we need to come up with a solution. I don't think it's right that we buy wholesale. We buy retail. Like everything we buy for our crops is retail. When we sell it, we sell wholesale, and then we pay the shipping both ways. What president was it that said that? JFK or Reagan? I don't know, but he hit the nail on the head. Like, we have a system that does not work very well, and I feel like something needs to be done. And I don't know what that answer is, but I do believe taxes are it's a very sticky. I believe in taxes. I believe we are way overtaxed. I'm not saying farmers. I'm saying everybody. Like, I feel like our tax dollars go to things that should not go to. I don't know, but that's a slippery slope. It's a discussion for another day, I guess. So, but like in the Bible, it says, what did Jesus say? Give to Caesar what is Caesar's. Like, I believe taxes are a necessary evil. But dude, like, you get a paycheck, right? And you pay taxes on that paycheck. And then you use that tax to money to buy groceries, and you pay the sales tax, right? Like, you pay your, I don't know. I'm with Tennessee. Is it Tennessee that doesn't have property taxes? Like, if you own your land, you should own your land, right? Like, you shouldn't own your land and then still have to pay the government for the right to have your, it's stupid, I don't know. Don't get me going, man. Don't get me going. But no, to answer your question, I don't think that farmers. I think we should still have to pay taxes, but I don't know. I need somebody smarter than me to tell you what this should look like. Northwest Illinois. Where are you at, Larson? You're talking like Rockford area? Yeah, for sure, Scott. Taxed to death. Yeah, property tax in Illinois is absolutely bonkers. Yeah, like Robert said, most of this is going to ethanol. Oh yeah, Quad City. Okay, yeah, we just didn't. I think I already asked you that, didn't I? I got a buddy from Quad Cities, but that being said, there's a lot of people in the Quad Cities, so you most likely don't know them. This is a Chrome hybrid, if you're familiar with Chrome. So it's a triple stack. If that means anything to you. This is 14830 Chrome from Pioneer, 114 day. I think it was about 2,500 feet across the field, if I'm not mistaken. I very well could be mistaken. Larson, you guys should go get coffee sometime. You guys can sit there and sip on your coffee and talk about how awesome Farmer Brandon live stream is. So, question for you, Joel Mama. Would you rather eat BT corn or eat corn that's not BT that's been completely doused in extra insecticides because it's not BT. BT is essentially just a protein that's been injected into the seed to kill it's a protein that basically goes through the root zone, and as the worms eat it, as they munch, it kills the worms. Where without the BT, you're putting down extra insecticides to kill those worms because the BT is not there to do the job. But let's not go down this rabbit hole. I'll fight you all day long on GMO corn. I'm all about organic. I have no problem with organic at all. And I think organic stuff is great. The guys that do it the guys around here do a fantastic job. But that being said, GMOs are a great thing. Signed, sealed, delivered. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you understood. So I guess if you go without the BT and you go totally organic, that would work. But you just have to. Yeah. It's a pretty hot topic. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are misinformed. Oh, you are organic. Okay. Fox, I think you're in the right chat, and I'm seeing your message. So if you're hearing me say this, it's not on a lip or anything. I'm gonna stop talking about BT and GMOs and stuff, though. If you guys want to carry on, that's fine. I'm not gonna put anybody in timeout or ban anyone or whatever. I mean, it's all open discussion, but my part is gonna be minimal. What's my favorite candy? That's a good question. Favorite candy would have to be... Lately, nerd clusters are just addicting as all get out. Nerds always hurt my teeth. I was never a big fan of nerds, but then when they came out with the nerd clusters, man, I can't stop. That's one of those you eat one, you eat the whole bag. I mean, if I could pick any tractor, I would go with, I don't know, basically one that can do everything. The 4020 is by far my favorite tractor, but that's not the tractor that I would choose if somebody were to gift me one. Like, I don't know. I want one that can pull a 24-row planter, run the electric drives on it, one that can do the tillage, one that can do, so. I want a tractor that can do it all. Yeah, we're right around 16%, 15 or 16%. Pretty nice. Saves an LP. Holy cow, I'm way behind on chats. I'm gonna skip down to the bottom here. This field is 192 acres, but then we did 24 acres of pumpkins and sweet corn. So we've got roughly, I think 168 of it is actually corn, and 139 of that is done. So. I am in northern Illinois, Miranda. We delivered to, actually a little bit of both. We have our own semi, and when we bring it to, we got a local pork producer that we bring it to, and when we delivered to him, we delivered it ourselves. But then we also have an ethanol plant about 20 miles north of us, and if it goes to them, we'll have somebody come pick it up. Reason being, we don't need to go into the reason being, never mind. Let's see here. Set this up. Baby grain wagon. It is a baby grain wagon. It does its job well. If we weren't so far north, we would do more no-till. I would love to do no-till, but since tillage, you know, you're breaking up the soil surface and you're helping heat up the soil so you can plant a little earlier in the season. We don't get warm enough, quick enough here to do no-till. We done it. We tried it 1 year and it was okay. I don't know. Strip till I would love to try, but then you got to get all the equipment for it, and we're not set up for that at all. So, semi's back. Nail bender, yeah, DeKalb Country. Yep, DeKalb County. Right now, I would guess the temperature's 50s, but that is strictly a guess. I'm not sure what we're at right now. Honestly, I couldn't tell you they're brilliant farmer. I think it's factory. It's an 893 corn head if you want to look it up. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at other 893s. I don't know if the other ones have it or not. This has had it since we've owned it, so we didn't put it on. See you around. Babu, you're about to get dusted out, man. Shut that door. I haven't looked at the chat there in a while. Write my landlord a letter and let them know that. Like, your tenant's field is so clean. We've had bad water here in the last couple of years, so we've had a hard time getting it taken care of. But yeah, this field is looking pretty decent. Thank you. Guys, I'm falling asleep here. It's only 8 o'clock. We got another 2 hours. You gotta do it. Dennis, welcome, man. Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Where are you from? Alright, there he goes. The big cart. Can't even see it because of the reflection. I can see me though. Where's the other cart? Oh, here it is. I see it. Oh, and just in time, we're full. I do drink coffee. I'm all out. I drink it all. I got nothing left but water. Nobody drinks that crap. Just kidding. I drink water as necessary. I do like being able to pee, so I drink water. Otherwise, I'd rather not. But my coffee's all gone. My Mountain Dew is all gone. Just got water here. Just me and my water. Hanging out. With 142 people on YouTube. I don't think we're going to be able to get it all in this grain cart. I think we're going to have the same predicament we had last time. Where I'm going to... maybe... You know what? I think I do have enough space because I don't see any corn peeking out over the top yet. So I should be able to get enough in there. Down and back. And I guess we'll find out, won't we? Let her rip! Oh, oh man. We got another... Let me look at here. Another, like... 30 acres or so before this field's done. So we're not going to finish this field tonight. It'll be tomorrow. Oh, I got to back up. Okay, I'm going to do this with my feet up. I think my wheel's where I want it. Nice and easy. Yeah, Miranda, for sure, it does suck when it's dark by 4:30. Alright, feet are coming down. I gotta focus. I'm not gonna spill corn just because I'm being stupid. Actually, I'm not even where I should be positioned. Uh-oh, I'm gonna spill corn because I'm stupid. Alright, I'm gonna shut it off and reposition. I gotta get a little bit closer here. Gotta really fill it, you know? Good to the last inch. That's what that means, right? Yeah. Fill up every nook and cranny. Oh, good to the last drop. That's what they say. Not last inch. Alright. And move. Maybe it is heaping. Oh, almost spilled a kernel. No kernels were spilled in the making of this stream. Alright. I think we got enough space to get down to the end and back. By that time, he should have that big cart empty. And we can just keep rolling. Look how, there's the farm there. We're getting closer. That's our finish line. The finish line, that's a band I haven't heard for a while. No, that's the starting line. Sorry. The opposite end. The starting line. Tell me that you listened to emo music in high school in the early 2000s without telling me. Speaking of which, we just saw, who did we see? Who's that other emo band? The ones that, you know, the ones that are really whiny. Simple Plan. We saw Simple Plan and 303 and Blank Pursuit this year. So that was, they all put on a pretty good show. Fun concert. I saw them for the first time at Warped Tour, and then saw them again here in Chicago this summer. Bro, who's honking? Sorry, I just saw your chat, Sonny. Sorry, I'm reading all your chats now. Waylon Jennings and the boys, Toga Pete, all those other early 2010 bands. Yeah, I've always been a farm kid, raised in the country, yada yada, but I've never been a real country fan. Time to time, I'll put it on in the tractor just because if the shoe fits, right? Or I guess Win and Roam is the more proper Win and Roam, but really, like, I don't know. And that being said, I did go to a Kenny Chesney concert. Let me tell you, country concerts are the worst. Like, we went to we went to a Warp Tour, obviously not country, but we went to Warp Tour, and the people there, I mean, you got a lot of emos and goths and people, you know, dressed in black, but they're all the nice people, like, so nice. And then, not even a week later, 2 weeks later, we went to a Kenny Chesney concert, and they're all these white chicks with cowboy hats, like, super prissy, and I hate to judge books by covers, but man, like, they were not nice. They were not nice people. Like, they were all just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I did not enjoy it. Kenny Chesney wasn't bad. Like, the concert itself was good, but the crowd was just very uppity. I don't know. Maybe it was just the area. Cooper, what up, dude? Welcome back. Brett is also from Illinois. Do they really say that time changes for farmers? As a farmer, I think that's stupid because farmers don't know how to read clocks. So, the sun's gonna do what the sun's gonna do, and we've got work to do. So, I guess that's my answer. Give me a sundial, that way I know what time of day it is. Is the sun up or is it down? No clock's gonna change that. And obviously, you know, when it does go down, we're still going. So, that being said, I am planning on going home at 10 o'clock. So I guess 10 o'clock is different now than it was a week ago. So there's that argument. You're pretty close to me then. I'm here in DeKalb, Brett. So, you're a half hour away, 40 minutes. You wanna come out and ride Combine? I'll be out here for another 2 hours. I don't normally pick up, you know, grown men at night with the Combine, but shoot, I got a good feeling about this one. Right on, dude. Yeah, we go to we go to church in Sycamore. So I am there frequently. Because I need church a lot. No, there are really not that many ducks and geese around. Surprisingly. Not around here at least. If you want to see some ducks, or maybe not ducks, if you want to see some geese, you can go over to the Lowe's parking lot. There's a lot of them there. No, not really many in the field. We got a couple of ducks at the farm. They crack me up. They so we lock our chickens in the coop at night, right? Like, so in the morning we open the coop up and they all run out and do their thing, and then during the nighttime they all go home to the coop. And we shut the door, lock them in, so no predators can get in. Well, somebody was able to nibble a hole in the fence, or I think they got in through the eave in the barn. They got into the chicken coop and they killed a chicken. Ever since then, the ducks are like, yeah, no, because the ducks used to come in and go out, or come out and go in with the chickens. Like, the chickens and the ducks were, the ducks thought they were chickens, essentially. They, like, everything, they hung out with the chickens, they ate with the chickens, they did everything with the chickens. But that one night where we had a chicken die because something got into the coop. Ever since then, the ducks are like, yeah, no, we're out, dog. Like, we're done with that coop. So now we just have 2 ducks roaming our yard in the middle of the night. Like, I'll park the combine at 11 o'clock or so, and I'll be walking in my truck, and there's just a couple ducks walking past me, just whacking away, just doing their own thing. Those ducks are awesome. The Mighty Ducks. Emilio Estevez, the Mighty Ducks guy. Or Mighty Ducks man. Emilio! Anybody name that movie? He did, I was there, I saw him. Emilio! Look at that, we made it back. I knew we would. I didn't doubt us for 1 minute. Bill, I am Bigfoot, man. I am the Bigfoot. I am the Squatch. Have you seen my arms? I hope you haven't. Because I only know you from the screen, but I haven't shown my arms on the screen. Why is there not that much dust than last night? Okay. It all depends on what the dew point is, when the dew sets in. When the dew sets in, there's a lot more moisture, there's going to be less dust. Also, it has a lot to do with the wind. The more, the windier it is, to blow the dust away. I don't know. I guess wind, not so much, because you'll still see the dust. It's just whether it just floats in front of the combine or gets blown away. But the dew definitely takes the dust away. What's up, Christopher? No worries. We are located in DeKalb, Illinois, about an hour west of Chicago. If you've ever heard of DeKalb Seeds, maybe you haven't, but this is where DeKalb Seeds originated. Literally, where that semi-sitting, the road, you take that road that way, like half a mile, and that's where Decaltes started up. That was the Decal Research Facility, which was then bought by Monsanto, which was then bought by Bayer, and now Monsanto is no longer, for PR reasons. Oh, that'd be awesome, Larson. Can I just call you T? T. That'd be fun to watch the barge go up and down. I appreciate it, Nail Bender. Thank you. Have a good night. Go get stuff done. Oh, the joys of being productive, eh? Did I just say A? Alright. I gotta stop that. I guess we can combine a little faster, but I'm not sure if the semi won't keep up. Got it, T. Believe it or not, Diane, there's a lot of people that ask me if this is wheat. So this is corn. Wheat is a lot shorter, has a different harvest time frame. We just planted some. Now it's going to overwinter, and then we'll harvest it next year. And if you ever buy straw, I mean, I'm not sure how much you want to know or do know or whatever, but if you go and buy straw, first off, well, let's clarify something here, guys. So when you go on a hayride, they do not use hay bales for a hayride, okay? Hayride just kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit better than straw ride. So a hayride usually uses straw bales. You've got the yellow straw bales, right? Hay is typically green, because hay is grass or alfalfa, that type of nutritious. Oh man, sorry, my wife just texted me. Somebody we know just passed away. I'm gonna probably cut the stream off here shortly. Not super. I don't know. Sorry, distracted by that. Grass is, hay is a lot nutritious. Hay is what you feed your livestock. It's what they eat. Straw is more so used for bedding and stuff like that. The whole reason why I'm going into this is because wheat, after you combine it and take the grain off the head of the wheat plant, because when you combine it, the grain is just right on the top of the plant. Think of like when grass is overgrown, right? You got the shaft, I don't know what to call it, the stem of the grass plant, but then you've got all the seeds on top. And that's very similar to wheat. And so you combine the wheat, take the grain off, and you shoot the straw out the back of the combine. And then you come and you rake it and you bale it up into straw bales. Or other guys will, if you don't want to bale it, guys will leave the straw out in the field because it has nutritional content to it, and you can just till it under and return those nutrients back to the ground. So, but straw is yellow, hay is green. Straw is a lot lighter and is used for bedding, is decorative. It's like when you go to your local farm store, wherever you get your straw bales from for decorating for harvest, for Halloween and stuff, you're buying straw, not hay. We have a farm stand in town that we sell apartments decorations at, including straw. And I can't tell you how many people come in and say they want a hay bale, and I just bite my tongue every single time. Because, you know, how are you supposed to know the difference, right? But at the same time, it doesn't have to be a teaching opportunity every single time. I know exactly what they're saying, and so I just get them their straw bale. But, yeah, that's the difference. The more you know, I guess. Yeah, no, not my wife didn't pass away. Oh, jeez, no. Somebody we know, somebody we know passed away. My wife texted me, letting me know. So I should probably shut this down and go see what's up. So, yeah, it's been awesome chatting with you guys once again. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. I like to keep these conversations flowing. You guys have been awesome. I mean, the conversation never stops in these streams. That's exactly what I like. So, thank you guys. It's been awesome. Subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.